As caregivers of children and adolescents, we've probably all heard that praising young people can help shape their behavior to be more positive. But taking this approach also has its limitations. First off, praise is difficult to deliver on. Adults have to be watching and catching the young person doing something praiseworthy, which is hard to do, especially for children who are struggling and may not show positive behavior as often. Praise can also make some children feel put on the spot or evaluated. When we only lean on praise as our primary form of behavior management, we are sending the message, "You have my acceptance and my attention when you do something I like." We call this a contingent approach, which means you must do something to get something else. This approach inevitably leaves some children out and can create more anxiety about whether they are seen and heard. This is especially true for young people who are carrying the burden of stress and trauma. It's best if we step back and think about what young people need most from us and why they might not be behaving the way we want. Children and adolescents often misbehave because they feel insecure, unsafe, or anxious, or they don't have the resources to effectively cope with the situation. It's usually not because they forget how to behave or are purposefully trying to create problems. While children do need boundaries and structures to thrive, more than anything else, they need our attention, connection, and unconditional positive regard. This means that we see them, hear them, and accept them for exactly who they are, despite their behavior. This means that the child knows that adults believe that they are good, despite mistakes that they might make. Unconditional positive regard is a basic need, like food or clothing. In order to learn, connect with others, and regulate themselves, they have to believe they are good and important in their world. So, how do I show unconditional positive regard? Here are some very concrete tips for using a strategy we call non-contingent acknowledgement. Try noticing the child in a neutral moment. Focus on acknowledging that they exist, not what they're doing or not doing. Try to do this a certain amount of times each day, not in response to their behavior, but non-contingently throughout the day. This can be done through words. For example, they're sitting at their desk doing nothing and you say, "Hey, it's really good to see you today." Or at random, you tell them how appreciated they are. Or you're standing next to them and telling them how happy you are to be beside them. How about they're walking in the house and you stop them to say, "Thank you for being in my life." Or your students arrive in the morning and you greet all of them with eye contact, a smile, and saying their name. You can also show a young person they are seen, heard, and valued without words. For example, giving a nod or a smile, or developing a unique hand signal that is shared just between you and the young person. Watch this father explain to his daughter why he wants to use a hand signal.
"Hey, sweetie, you know I want to be able to let you know that I'm thinking of you and I care for you, even if I'm busy or can't hang out right then. Let's come up with a hand signal. Throughout the day, we can send this signal to one another to let each other know that we're loved by the other."
Remember, no matter what behavior a child engages in, they deserve to have their basic needs met. In fact, their behavior may be telling us that they need more acknowledgement. We wouldn't deny them food or clothing because of their behavior. If anything, meeting this need will likely give them the resources they need to be their best selves. And we can give it to them quickly, easily, and genuinely with just a few words, a look, or a gesture.